And today, for today, I have a surprise for all of you. Because I've been practicing offline and I've managed to come up with a strategy that the orcs are unable to beat, regardless of how much you may be struggling with this final boss. Regardless of how much you may be struggling with this final boss, you will see. You'll see. Alright, now that Kelsey and Egan have stopped talking. Alright.
Oh, yeah. Army crushing first. Good call.
Alright. What was my mistake yesterday? And get ready, because today I bring you such an interesting strategy that you will be able to beat this level regardless of how difficult it may be for you, how much you may be struggling with this. Because trust me, and this was my mistake last time, is that during the last wave, Cygnus spawns a portal right here, right here, that actually caught me off guard all of the time. I originally thought that my defenses were crumbling there and at the other door. No, he was actually creating a portal right here, destroying this door. Careful, because this is during the final wave. He destroys this door, and this one is close to the choke point that I'm about to create, that I was creating yesterday. It took me 3 hours. So, for anyone who may be watching this as a YouTube VOD, here you will have the best strategy that, trust me, it's a warranted win on, at least on War Mage difficulty, and it will even make this level look easy, trust me. So, what are we gonna do? Knowing that he will spawn here one final wave, and that also the orcs there may get over here. Well, I was originally placing my barricades here, 3 barricades here, but no, we are going to place them here. These two barricades are key, because they are the 2 traps that are going to completely destroy the pathfinding for the orcs. They will not know what to do. They'll have no idea what to do, the orcs, at all. They have no, there's simply no counter against this barricade placement that you're going to see here.
Too cool for school.
They have no way, there's no way for them out of this barricade placement. You'll see that it will change a bit when compared with my previous, my trap placement, my previous trap placement that I did yesterday. Here, by placing them vertically, you can add 3. There we go. These ones are pretty much mandatory, because there's no way to evade that amount of damage. Here you will see that besides this strategy, it also has a lot of positive aspects, because first of all, we'll go one by one explaining the trap choice. First of all, you always want a priestess here, at least one, then you can increase the amount of priestesses that you have, because they, with the Arcane Storm ability, they will be able to kill, with the Arcane Storm ability, the smaller enemies, the kobolds. Actually, the kobolds won't get here at all, and the fiend runners, that 1 or maybe 2 of them may get up until this point. That's why you always need at least 1 priestess there. Then the knights, because we are going for lightning damage and ice damage. Both of these damage types are the ones you want to go for in this scenario, because we're going up against fiends, which are immune to fire, 100%, as well as neutral to anything except 4 eyes. As for the rest, lightning, it's effective against the trolls, it's effective against the armored ogres, which are quite difficult to beat, and the best part is that you don't need an insane amount of collected skulls to carry out this strategy at all. You can see that I'm using simple weapons, the lightning staff, the spike trap, the deep freeze for the interiors, and as for the war scenario weapons, again the same. Also, there are a lot of fire lords here that actually once they are killed, they split into several firelings that explode and damage doors. That's why I'm using priestess and knight, because they actually attract that damage. So you won't have to worry about placing, I don't know, specific traps to attract the firelings and ensuring that the door is not damaged. So, but the important part, it's the barricade placement that you see that is quite different when compared to yesterday. With this barricade placement here and over there that you just saw, the orcs simply have no way to counter it. They have no way to counter it at all. Here you can add 2 more of these, but they won't be necessary. Actually, I'll save the 2,000 coins. I could, if you do this, as you can see, it goes all the way down to 0. So it's a perfect initial placement. It's perfect 0. You have nothing more to spend. But we won't need them. We won't need that, and I will save those 2,000 coins for the final part of this wave. You'll see in a second.
I'm ready if you're ready. Are you
As for
ready?
the trinkets, trap reset. This resets traps faster, and if I activate it, it resets all of the traps. Passive mana regeneration and maximum mana pool increase, and the Ring of Storms that I think is not fully upgraded yet for me. I was 88 kills out of 100. Okay. But the rest are all maxed out, just so you know. But at this point, even if you got to this final boss without 5 skulls in every level as I did, so I have almost everything maxed out, don't worry. The strategy anyways works perfectly, so I don't think you'll have any kind of problem carrying out this. There you can see that the knights attracted the damage instead of the door. The door is untouched, and well, see for yourself if this strategy is useful for you or not, because yesterday I wasted 3 hours and with this it was so easy. There you can see what happens. She didn't even need to carry, to use the Arcane Storm. There you have it. They damaged the barricade a bit, don't worry. There you can see that they don't even get close. And you may be wondering by now, but where are the orcs? Where are the orcs coming out? I could have sworn, you must be thinking, that in this level there were many more enemies. Well, if you have been paying attention to the map, there you can see it. The artificial intelligence has no way around, it has no way to counter this, so it doesn't know what to do at all. And even if the artificial intelligence knew, because this is not a cheesy tactic, knew what to do, you can try by not placing the second barricade close to our main defense post, let's say. Anyways, this pretty much splits these two hordes in two. pretty much they are split into two separate groups that you can easily dispatch at your leisure. There you can see that some scarce enemies made it to the other front, but here you can see that whatever they do, they have no way to get to. There you can see that that one even gave up. He surrendered. There's no way around this barricade placement. There's simply no way around this barricade placement. Don't worry if you see the door here destroyed, because that's absolutely normal. It's part of this strategy. It's because of the archers, but as you can see, they have no hope of even getting close to causing damage to our main defense. And the best part, sorry for that, is that since that final surprise rift during wave 6, you can go ahead and instantly trigger the second wave. You won't have any trouble. The par, regarding the par, if you are worried about the par, I finished the level with an extra 6 seconds. Here you can add another priestess, another knight, just in case you want to speed things up to improve your par, but you'll see that it won't be a problem. Don't worry about the door being destroyed. Here we have the first surprise rift. It's not much of a problem. You wait for all of them to spawn. That's the last one of them. When you see the heavy orc, you'll know that well, here you can choose either to defend over there or improve your par score by staying here and killing these guys. We can go over there just to check if everything is under control. Yeah, pretty much almost untouched. Here you can stay over here and help if you want, but here we can trigger trap reset. But you will see that I guarantee you that with this strategy they simply have no counter against this. Here you can, these are the ones responsible for causing some minor damage to the door, I guess, but well, but more or less there's no way around it. There's simply no counter against this strategy at all whatsoever with this barricade placement. There you can see they don't know what to do. The artificial intelligence, instead of doing that, this happens because, of course, they would have to do this. They would have to come over here, see that there's a barricade. They would need to check that there's a barricade and then go back. There's simply no way to counter this barricade placement. Here, let's try to speed things up as much as we can, just so we get a decent par. But here you can see that they stay over there, but don't think that this is cheesy at all, because if we had to consider what they could be doing, it's going to the other barricade and then going back all the way to the main defense, which in fact some of them are doing, some of them will do it, and there's simply not enough firepower to overwhelm your defenses, regardless of how terrible they may be or whatever. It's simply impossible for them to overwhelm you with this strategy. It's extremely oppressive for the orcs. Sorry, that was a long explanation. I'm out of breath.
I'm awesome and handsome.
You can sell this. I highly suggest you do so, because we're going to defend the other door. So let's see the trap placement for the other door. Here you can see that
That's right. I'm
the
more
door is
Majorific.
almost untouched. Probably if had I remained over here, it would be completely untouched. But you get that it's less than 5% damage. I would even say that it's less than 1% damage, but well. Alright, for this one, we're facing a lot of trolls. Here, we'll also go for a... Here you will see that my trap placement is as simple as it gets. There's no... More or less measure this, like this. Place them exactly where you think that your knights are going to fight. Always add this, just so you, if any of the pesky runners show up, the arcane storm can get rid of them. Lightning damage plus headshot will take care of the trolls if I can more or less aim correctly. It's not easy, but there you go. Since here we'll be facing a lot of orcs and more enemies in general, you'll see that they are going to drop a lot of mana potions that we're going to use to constantly use the chain lightning. I know it's not the best weapon, I know there are a lot of better weapons, but I'm using the simplest of weapons just so anyone may be able to finish this game without any kind of problem. There you can see that some of them will try to attack them. There you can see the firelings, you detonate them. Some of the earthlings will get over here, that's unavoidable. Only the earthlings. The mountain troll, try to take it out by yourself, because that one is weak against lightning damage. You can reset the traps. Don't worry, that attack on the barricade is because of the archers. And here you can see that with 2 headshots you can pretty much dispatch any ogre that tries to attack you. If you can, it's always much more effective to get rid of the archers.
Someone keeping score? 'Cause we totally should.
Trigger the next wave. In this case, the 4th wave.
More enemies all the way.
You won't have any kind of issues.
Cygnus never told me about these things.
You can reinforce your defenses here as well, just in case you're worried. I don't think you'll be facing anything that you cannot face at all. Well, here we have Ring of Storms ready again. You can see that it's pretty simple, that there's nothing complex about this strategy at all. It's simply using your trinkets and some barricades. And a lot of guardians. Some of them may get close at this point. Try to deal as many headshots as you can before they get over here. There you can see. That's the worst you're probably going to face at this point. There you can see a lot of mana potions. Get rid of the archers so they don't cause a lot of damage to your guardians. Here we go again. Lightning damage 100%. Up there. If you get rid of this wave, the faster you get rid of this wave, the faster you can go back and defend your inner defenses. Well, yeah, you can get killed, I guess, if you are not careful. But you get the point. I did it without dying. Last time. So pretty much there's no
Okay, that was
challenge at all. Trust me.
Uh-oh. Pretty sure that's a Cyclops mage. Right, sorceress?
Yes, they're immune to magic attacks, and his ranged attack will chase you.
If you get over here earlier, you can kind of like prevent this wave from ever leaving this corridor.
second, I thought about maybe
But well.
possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
I shall not falter.
Well, at this point, you want to do this. Sorry about that, I was a bit careless dying over there, but well. You get the point. That was absolutely avoidable.
Found a good spot.
I already have my 5 skulls. I can show you. If this doesn't give me the 5 skulls that it was with this strategy. Okay. What else do we have? Alright. First we'll use those barricades. Then we will cover that one as well. But at this point, you can only be overwhelmed a bit. But anyways, we have the Rift Immunity Portal. Because of the inner spawns, the surprise spawns. Nothing that comes from this direction. I think he's going to trigger some... He's going to spawn some kobolds, right? Here? I don't know. I don't have much practice with this, but I know that this is the strategy. It's... I've had 4 hours of practice total. 3 hours yesterday and 1 more hour on Tuesday, I believe. Don't worry, the barricades regenerate health. So yeah, try not to die, I guess. Which is quite easy. By the way, if you're at least a bit careful. At this point I'm a bit overconfident. There you can see that you can die if you try to trigger that storm, the Ring of Storms. I do so because I have 88 out of 10 and I want to get the upgrade for refloor difficulty, because this is the last I will be playing on normal mode. But there you can see he's going to spawn 2 trolls here and some orcs. Get rid of these ones. Take care of these ones.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
There you go. Pretty much at this point. There you can see both doors are pretty much untouched. Attack the mountain trolls. But at this point you can see that they don't have enough damage to get to the doors. They simply don't have enough damage. These guys, grab the money. Grab the money so you don't have to come back. And here you can see that they finally... My original strategy worked. Here you can see that they are all over here. They eventually come this way, but they're simply... That's simply the trick. Offloading a lot of the... or most of the work from this main lane. And some of them may be over there. You go ahead and kill them all. At your leisure, like this. We can use mana regeneration, just so we can get rid of them faster, in case you are worried about the par.
For a split second, I thought about maybe possibly getting a wee bit concerned.
By the way, sorry if we get 4 skulls because I just died there. It will be quite stupid, but well.
Whoa!
Here we go. The same. Sorry about that. I can do it again if you want, but I'll show you the 5 skulls if that happens. If because of that stupid death, I get 4 instead of 5. But yeah, you'll see that I have the 5 skulls. So don't worry.
That got the blood pumping.
Oops. It's so difficult to target these guys with the lightning stuff. Here you can see it. If you can figure out a way to take them out faster, your par will be even better. But I assure you that I ended up with more than 60 minutes last time, and this strategy simply gets rid of... It's simply impossible to counter. There you go.
Boom goes the... Well, I'll let you say it.
Boom goes the dynamite. That was your phrase during the first game, Max. Come on. Oh. Now, this is a bit tricky. This is the part in which you can actually lose, let's say, and not get the perfect 5 skull score. 5 skulls score.
Too cool for school.
Cygnus is going to spawn and a lot of enemies, like a lot of enemies. And you can use either this one, you can either block any of these ones. Let's not waste time because the par is ticking. But for the most part, I used this one last time.
This never gets old.
But we can try using the other one. Because of the ceiling.
Traps, 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 traps.
And pretty much use everything you have, all of your money.
Walk straight into them.
Here. This is, let's say,
So ready.
the worst part.
More enemies on the way.
Yeah. If you can sell that catapult that I just placed over there. Sell that catapult. That was a mistake. Sell that catapult, you'll have 4,000 or no, 3,200 more money. Yep. Sell that catapult. Because, yeah, that's not what you want to do. That's definitely not what you want to do.
A new rift is opening.
And there you can see that everything is absolutely
Right?
filled with barricades. Sorry, it's that I just want you to show you a good part, just so you are not afraid that you'll run out of money, of time. Well, everyone's dead. Let's do... No, let's save let's save the trap reset, because everything seems to be under control for the most part.
Even more enemies incoming.
Use all of your money for this.
I should have somebody to do this for me. It's just so pretty.
Because no, regardless of where they spawn, they have one option, and that is... Careful with these ones, they can kill you easily. They've killed me sometimes.
Do they have any bigger ones? Oh,
There you go. See that any enemy that gets even close, pay attention to your doors, of course. Of course, pay attention to your doors. Pay attention to your doors as much as you can. But you shouldn't be facing any kind of issue.
How much more of this convoy would take?
This one's actually tricky.
that's right. I'm
use this time to actually improve your traps. Trap reset, just in case.
They're breaking through again. Tiptoe through the trap field.
And you need to take care of this.
Right there.
Well, I don't know which door may be down. This one probably. Oh.
Okay, that was fun.
Let's not trigger our abilities if we don't need it. There you can see that they are mostly fiends. This is the tricky part. This is the difficult part. But for the most part,
Found a good spot.
I'm sure you can all take care of this easily. Don't be a noob as I was and and sell your catapult over there. Actually,
Some health.
try not to die. Well, this is part of the difficulty, I guess. There's no way around it. Here you go. And here you go. Lightning and ice. Lightning and ice. Lightning and ice. Lightning and ice as
Me that did
much as you can. Probably should not place that over there. You can go ahead and do this
pretty happy with that.
if you want. But you can see that if I if the trap reset ever if I can use it again, it's pretty much impossible to. There you can see that there's nothing they can do that can even get. Well, they are actually getting close, let's say, but
That got the blood pumping. Do they have any bigger
Well,
ones?
there you can see. 10 minutes for you to get. Actually, this one was a better run than the previous one, and I did a lot of mistakes. But well, now, there you can see, there's the rift I've been referring to. This one was responsible for me losing. And if you left a catapult here, this will determine how good your power actually is. Here you can see there's no way around this. It's absolutely controlled. There's nothing they can do. You can add even guardians here or something. Here, let's add some traps to speed up the process. But see that they have no way around it. More of them will spawn over there. And see that I didn't even use trap reset. I had trap reset, Ring of Storms, everything. It will actually be a pity if I don't get the 5 skulls here because I died once. But well. You can easily fix that, I guess. I can show you I'll show you actually that I already have 5 scrolls with this very same strategy. Well, there's one last ogre there, and I see another one
Good workout.
going over there. He will be dead any second now. There it is. And there you have it. There you have it. Dramatic lightning, explosion, and that's it. Let's watch the cutscene again. It's quite epic.
They still had much to learn. But this day, they became war mages.
Kids, I found you. No, don't worry, you're safe. Looks like old Maxie saves the day again.
This guy knows we totally saved the order, right?
Well, and then we have a dialogue that I've listened to 3 times in a row.
Speaking of which, little help.
You're
It's quite interesting.
Yep,
We have Max back. After you do this, you will be able to play with Max.
You were in chains.
I was biding my time, waiting patiently for an opening. Like the door.
You've never waited patiently for anything.
Well, let's see if I get those 5 skulls. If I don't, I will show you. Well, yeah, I got them.
Do not call me
There you have it.
You are my idol.
Ah, they continue speaking even if you dismiss the credits.
Or both of you.
There you have it.
You,
Stats,
you stink.
26 out of 35 minutes.
rescuing you.
What's rescuing, really? That word
See, that is not my highest combo, not my highest score.
Thank you.
My previous run was even better because I sold that catapult, but
good. Real good.
for me it's a perfect trap placement. They have no way to counter this.
Best?
No way. It's a warranted victory for all of you if you've been struggling with this level as much as I did yesterday. Because I've seen a lot of gameplays and they are kind of like
Chains?
not a warranted win. I mean, you need to have a specific weapons unlocked or something like that. This one is with common weapons and everything. My Ring of Storms wasn't fully upgraded. It was 88 out of 100. Here you have it. A perfect victory. The final boss, the hardest level for Orcs Must Die 3. Absolutely solved. This is my personal strategy, courtesy of Eraser. Alright.
Hey guys?
Well. See that I already had 5 skulls? Well, you will see that even so. Well, I'll stop the stream for a sec now, and I will replay Slash Shelves, because I somehow lost the footage for that. So let me stop the stream for a sec. I hope this strategy helped you in case you are watching this as a YouTube VOD, because this is the most straightforward and, yeah, safe, let's say, strategy that you can use. With that barricade placement, even if the artificial intelligence, as you could see in some of the waves, could eventually get to the main door that we were, the first one that we were defending, there's simply no way to have enough damage to overwhelm your defenses, a minimum amount of defenses. So you shouldn't have any troubles. Sell that catapult, as I've said. Sell that catapult. Try not to die if you're going for untouchable. It's pretty easy to get untouchable with this. Pretty much traps did most of the job here. So let's see if I finally, after all of this time, if I was able to upgrade. Yeah, I was only 88 out of 100 left. See that I now see that they are not equipped. I wasn't using them. So here I will choose this one for later. Yeah, the rest were, I think, the rest of the trinkets, weapons were maxed out. Here I can show you. Let me see the weapons that I used. Chain lightning staff, yes, it was maximum damage. The rest were all maxed out as well. Just in case everything is clear for you. Increase ability radius. Which other we used? The knight, reduce ability cooldown. The barricade, it's of course the 2 spaces block. What else did I use? I used quite next to a few traps actually. Increase range, don't go for acid damage, never, because it replaces the ice damage. I initially thought that it was actually ice damage on top of ice damage, or the other way around. No, it doesn't work that way at all, so be careful with that. No, go for increased range. What else did I use? The spike trap, pretty much the most basic trap in Orcs Must Die ever, with lightning damage and reduced cooldown to maximum. Everything. You should have all of these upgrades by now, even if you played the game casually or on apprentice mode or anything like that. Mega Boom Barrel, increase explosion radius, Snowblower, increase freeze duration. Don't go for fire damage, there's a lot of fiend immunities. Shock Supper, just for those 3 that I placed at the end. Increase charges and kills trigger explosion damaging enemies. Well, I think I haven't forgotten about any of the traps that I've used. More or less. I didn't use archers for this one at all. No, perfect. Well, we'll stop here. Perfectly 40 minutes. Exactly 40 minutes with all of my boring explanations. For all of you, sorry if I overanalyzed this a bit, but how do I put it? It took me 3 hours yesterday and also 1 more hour on Tuesday, so it was 4 hours. So don't waste your time if you're watching this. Here you have the perfect settings and the perfect guide to absolutely destroy the orcs forever in this final boss for Orcs Must Die 3. Quick and simple, and you don't need a lot of skulls. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. Now I will stop the stream, we'll leave this for the YouTube board, and we will continue with Sludge Shelves and the common Friday night stream. Thanks to everyone that may have taken the time to watch this final level as a YouTube board or the stream. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Alright, let's continue with Sludge Shelves.